We go our separate ways from here. Pity to see you go. The Queen could use good people like yourselves.
A pity also that my freedom was purchased in blood. The first people were only safeguarding their land. From their point of view,
That's more than enough, Phineas. I'll not hear any ungrateful talk, not in front of our benefactors.
Let him speak his mind. I admire his candor, at least.
Next time I blurt out something heartfelt at an awkward moment, I'll remember you said that.
The boy never lacked for sincerity or nerve, just like his father in that.
You speak of Phineas's father as if you knew him well.
An old friend, a comrade in arms, many years gone.
Once I've crossed the bog, what's the...
On the far side of the water, you'll find an old trading road. It should bring you straight to Stonebridge.
Now that we've rescued your people, where...
I'll march what forces I have to Glitterdelve. Try to get there ahead of Jane Cassinda. With these cannons, we can mount a respectable defense. We'll hold Jane's army at every gate, but it's no longer a question of victory. Not with the forces I have left. And
How long will it take to raise the land...
not long. I begin straight away.
if our fortune holds, then Jane Cassinda will not have reached Glitterdelve. Not yet. We'll march. Perhaps we'll see each other again.
We promised you a road out of the swamp. Follow me.
Fresh air at last. Stonebridge can't be far. If I remember the old maps, the city is just south and west of here.
I thought I might find you here on this road. Did you think you could escape Lescanzi vengeance?
You want revenge? And what...
You slaughter us by the score, butcher us like animals, and you dare to ask why? I am Svarbog, son of Zarya the Witch, who died at your hand. You will answer for her death, and for the deaths of all my kin.
One more down.
Welcome to Stonebridge. I see you are a 10th Legionnaire. I am instructed to treat you with tepid disdain and mistrust. Your nation, faction, race, or institution has a negative history in our city. Local constables will keep you under careful observation. Please state the nature of your visit to our fair city.
There's no need for the hostility. We're here on Legion business.
The official census indicates that 0 citizens in Stonebridge are registered members of the 10th Legion. Perhaps you are in the wrong city? Regardless of your reasons, Stonebridge is open to the public. You are free to go, unless you require further assistance.
We're looking for the...
The Grand Chapter House is located on the south... It is officially vacant, but some treasure seekers have gone inside. They have not come back out.
Tell me more about...
Just ask the Stonebridge Chamber of Commerce and Tourism. This city is a beacon of innovation. Marvel at the elaborate system of gears that power the city. Behold our markets of plentiful goods. Stonebridge is home to men and goblins dedicated to freedom and self-reliance. It is also home to thousands of feral housecats.
What sort of assistant?
I am a constable model automaton. I provide peacekeeping support, navigational assistance, and feline wrangling services.
We'll be on a...
Be advised, causing a disturbance may result in fines, detainment, bodily harm, or death.
Stonebridge. Hasn't been a Legionnaire in this city for almost 30 years.
New in town? By the looks of you, you aren't here to buy my simple wares. Perhaps you can help me. I need someone who isn't afraid of a little danger.
What sort of help do you...
I'm expecting a shipment of clothing, and the caravan is late. It's not exactly bars of gold, but silk is pricey enough to tempt... Out east of the city, there's a camp of Lascanzi. Deserters from Jane Cassender's army. They're looting every caravan that passes by. I'm not the only merchant waiting for that shipment. I need someone to scare off those thieves. Or kill them, if need be.
Don't worry.
Thank you. I will, of course, make this worth your... The thieves are camped near the road, east of the city. Good luck to you. I'll await your...
Jane and her mobs must have ransacked this place. These are Legion sentinels. Ordinary weapons won't kill them. Another causeway. I didn't terribly enjoy the first one. Probably forgot to mention that before, trying to impress you and all.
Lucas, take the causeway back to Rukenval. Tell Odo and Martin that we've reclaimed the chapter house and bring them back here.
Right. Best way to overcome my dislike of causeways. Spend a lot of time in them alone. I'll keep my eyes ahead and try not to look down. Shouldn't take long.
This place, it hasn't changed so much.
We heard rumors of a battle in the swamp. Royalists against Jane Cassinda. What news? You weren't caught up in any trouble, I hope.
The rumors of a battle were true. Most of the royal army are dead, but we met their general, a man called Devonsey.
Devonsey? You're sure that was his name?
30 years ago, Finn Devonsey was one of us. Master of the Legion chapter house in Glacier. And he called himself by a different name. A Legion name.
He called himself by another name?
Bohemond. An old and respectable name. He wasn't born to the Legion, so he took the name after he joined. My father knew him. Spoke well of him.
When the Legion was accused of murdering the king, Devonsey renounced his vows and quit the Legion. Insisted that the charges were true. Stubborn man, strong conscience. Best tactical mind in the Legion, too.
Devonsey has Legion blood. He might be willing to join us.
Worth a try. We're not the same Legion he abandoned.
He might speak on our behalf at least. Convince the Queen that we can be trusted. If we seal an alliance with the Royal Court, we prove that Ebb has a future. People would rally behind us. Last I heard, the Queen had retreated to the Glitterdelf mine.
That's where Jane will be going, too. If she gets her hands on the Queen, our war is lost.
Devonsey mentioned the Queen more than once. What's her name?
Rosalind. She'd be, what, 17 years old by now? Last of the royal line. Jane Cassinda would like nothing better than to capture the girl. With Rosalind caught or dead, resistance dries up and Stonebridge stands alone.
How do we know that the Royalists will talk to us?
We don't. They probably still believe that the Legion murdered the old king.
Odo's right. They may be wary of us, but we have truth on our side.
What's the fastest road to Glitterdelf?
Glitterdelf Mine is a long march from here, many days on foot. Take the causeway instead. The Legion had an outpost not far from the mines. Must have been a causeway there, too, and I doubt the gate was ever sealed.
We'll try to find the Royal Court then. Is there anyone else who might join us?
The Meisters, the merchant lords of Stonebridge. They'd be powerful friends.
Friends? These people believe Jane's lies. They murdered our brothers and sisters. No reason to think they'll embrace us now.
No reason to think they won't, if we show ourselves worthy of trust. At least the Meisters could tell us if any Legionnaires survived.
So the Meisters govern Stonebridge? Are they nobility?
Nobility? Far from it. They're the richest men in the city. Merchants, bankers, bureaucrats. Stonebridge calls itself a republic now. Ever since the old king died, and the people drove out the last Lord Mayor.
Any idea where I can find the Meisters?
Probably at the old mayoral office, on the main square. I'm told it was converted into a great public hall where the Meisters hold court.
Jane is probably besieging the mines by now. The Meisters can wait.
Up to you. Martin and I will trust in your decision, and we'll be here if you need us.
Begging your pardon, but I was asked to speak to you. To tell the truth, the circumstances were rather unusual.
All right. Tell me why you're here.
Years ago, I served as butler to a Legion commander, Etienne Dumanet. When the Legion fell, it was said that my employer died in Stonebridge, killed by Jane and her mobs. But that was a lie. Dumanet fled north, to the Abbey of St. Hiram, at the edge of the Erinoy Desert. He was seeking something there, but he never told me what it was.
Do you have any idea what he might have been at?
No. But the Abbey was built upon an ancient site. It's surrounded by ruins, and they date from the time of the Old Empire. Dumanet's family could trace their line back to the founding of Ebb. Perhaps they knew something about the place that others have forgotten.
Did you tell anyone else about this?
No one. I swore that I would keep... As far as I know, Dumanet didn't tell any of the other household servants where he was going. So you are the first to hear of this.
After all these years...
I must confess, I assumed he was dead. Caught by Jane Cassinda or slain by brigands in the desert. But now, a few nights ago, I had a dream. A child appeared before me. A boy with... He assured me that Dumanet had reached the Abbey. The boy said that he is still there, waiting for his comrades. Waiting for you.
You're sure he meant me?
He spoke of you by name. I know it's... The boy was no mere dream. I believe that Dumanet may still be alive, and I beg you to seek him out.
You're still loyal to this man.
Lord Dumanet was a good man, uncommonly kind. When he fled, he divided his fortune among his servants. It was more than any of us could have earned in a lifetime. I used those coins to buy a house in Stonebridge, and I haven't... Dumanet didn't have to provide for us, but he did. And I am not the sort of man who forgets a debt, or a kindness.
We don't abandon our own. We'll go to the Abbey and see if Dumanet is still there.
Dumanet was famous in his time. His name alone could win us friends in the south.
The Abbey is a long way from here, many weeks on foot. The child said you could take the causeway. He told me you'd know what that means.
Makes sense. The Legion must have built a causeway to the desert to keep an eye on our border.
Then I've done as the child asked, and I will entrust the matter to you. If you find Dumanet, tell him he is not forgotten. His old retainers and friends still honor his family's name, and we will welcome his return.
Please do not litter or excrete in alleyways. Please do not litter or excrete in alleyways.
Free the Krug!
Free the Krug!
Free the Krug!
Ah, half a minute there. You came from the chapter house, did you not? Tell me, is it true? Has the Legion returned?
Introductions first. Who are you?
Sigismund Wolf at your service. Meister of Stonebridge and first constable for this calendar year.
Pleased to meet you. And yes, the Legion has returned to Stonebridge.
Ha! Let them laugh at me now! Meister Wolf, with his silly dreams of radiant children and prophecies of the Legion's return.
You had a dream of a golden-haired child?
Precisely so. Not a fortnight past. I dreamt that I saw a golden-haired boy standing at my bedside. He bade me get up and follow him.
Tell me the rest of your...
The boy led me through the city square, then up to the chapter house gate. Only, it wasn't dark and abandoned, as it's been for so long. It was clean and bright. Lion banners snapping in the breeze. Gates open wide, as if expecting the Legion's return. Then I awoke, and there I was, standing in my underclothes, in the middle of the street. A child's idea of a joke, I dare say. Still, I knew it was more than a dream.
You saw the radiant youth? Are you descended from...
Wish I were, but no. My father was a merchant, and his father as well. If I'd had any Legion blood, I dare say I'd have been killed with the rest of them 30 years back.
Are any Legionnaires still living in Stone...
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid not. Jane and her mobs were quite thorough. That whole affair was a mark of Be assured that I took no part in that travesty, nor did my father, or anyone else who bears the name Wolf.
I'm here to address the Meisters. We want to propose an alliance against Jane
An alliance? That'll be tricky business. I'll warn you, though, they're scared. Scared of Jane Cassinda and her armies. Scared that we'll lose our republic if she takes the city by force. And scared of other things, too.
The Meisters are scared of something else.
No, forget I spoke. The other Meisters will know you've been talking to mad old Wolf with his secrets and conspiracies, and that won't win you any friends on the Council.
Never mind. I'll speak...
Whenever you like, I shall inform the other Meisters that the Legion is in...
Not so fast, Legionnaire. None shall pass this gate without the express authorization of...
I'll speak to the
Be a... Please comply with all local laws and customs. Please comply with all local laws and customs.